since most of us don't have the materials necessary, is we are going to, I'm going to send you right now the link to our eighth grade packet. It's sent on the chat right now. Can everyone just click that to make sure that they have the text in front of them? Deborah, turn the music off. Thank you. Can everyone click that to make sure that they have the text in front of them?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So obviously I won't be able to check your annotations, and I won't really be able to, Stefan, please make sure the lights are on so that I can see you, buddy. I won't be able to check a lot of the investment work that we do. So here's what it's gonna be, very simply. I'm gonna send out a Google Forms thing to you at the end of class that will be used for every independent practice. Basically, all that it is going to be is the main idea and then the questions. Now, I'll know that you've done this because basically once you click on this survey, it will open and then you'll complete it. And then once you finish it, it will turn in directly to me. You don't have to put your name on it because it comes directly from your email. So that's the simplest way I can think of doing this. Do we have any questions about that so far? If you don't have an email, it will come directly from this Zoom account. Yeah. Yes, Lydia, what's up, dear?
It won't let me inside the thing.
It won't?
No. Yeah, it won't.
Could you try reloading it, please?
Okay.
If it still doesn't work, let me know. Chat me privately, and I'll try to troubleshoot around it.
Okay.
Yeah, Keith, what's up?
What are you trying to make us do?
For right now, all you have to do is click on that link that I sent you. I want you to have the text in front of you that we're going to be working on.
Oh.
Okay? That's it. For right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over most of the annotations. This will be your homework as well, but since I haven't sent the link out to you yet, you can't complete it. I'll always send that out about 15 to 20 minutes before the end of class. So the independent practice is the excerpt from The Secret Garden. It is a fiction text. I can tell that because there are characters, FCPSLL. Here's what I want to know from y'all. I would like this to be a more interactive class, so I would like readers to read the text. So if you could raise your hand either on the system or otherwise to read it, that would be awesome. I would really love it. We're gonna stop as soon as we have ideas, particularly as they relate to dialogue. So I'm sharing my screen now so that you can all see it in front of you and so that you can see the annotations made. And I see that Kaylin is raising her hand, so is Lydia. So Kaylin, you'll be the first reader, and then Lydia, you'll be the second reader on this, okay? Hold on just a second. Share my screen. Okay, does everyone see the visualizer now? Does everyone see the text in front of them?
Wait, are we?
Yeah, Lewis, you got a question, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Are we supposed to have it? Are we supposed to watch you do it or have it on our screen?
Well, I just have it here so that we can look at the annotations and so that you have something to go back to. You can have it on your screen too, but the problem is since a lot of people don't have the materials, they won't have the annotations. So I want to give you a chance to look at those. So Kaylin, you'll read first. You can get started right now.
Okay. Okay. The expert of the Secret Garden.
Yeah, excerpt from The Secret Garden.
Mary had liked to look her mother from a distance, and she had thought her very pretty, but as she knew very little of her, she could scarcely have been expected to love her or to miss her very much when she was gone. She did not miss her at all. In fact, as she was a self-absorbed child, she gave her tired thought to herself, as she had always done. If she had been older, she would no doubt have been very anxious about being left alone in the world. But she was very young, and as she had always been taken care of, she supposed she always would be. What she thought was that she would like to know if she was going to nice people who would be polite to her and give her her own way as her, how you say her name? Ahaya?
Um,
Ahaya and other,
aha. Or,
uh,
yeah, Aya.
yeah,
Otherwise.
that, and other native servants had done.
Now, we have a ton of different descriptions of this young lady in this text so far. What have we learned about her? I don't need hands. I might just cold call. But Lewis, what do you think, bud?
That this person thinks that when she gets older, people are gonna take care of her as if she were young.
Well, she is young right now.
I know,
But what we
she's
want to
older.
think of, what we want to look at in particular is, there are words that the author uses to tell us directly what the person is. Like there are is words there of Mary is blank. Mary is blank. In this case, it is, he says at one point, self-absorbed. Do we know what self-absorbed means? Yeah, Lou, what do you think it means, buddy?
It means like you want to be center of attention.
Yeah. So you want to be the center of attention, or you want to have a you want to have a have the world revolve around you more than anything else. So yeah, that's accurate to the case. So what can we say about this character? That she wants to be the center of attention. Deb, what do you think, bud? What do you think we can say as a character annotation, Deborah?
You could probably put that center of attention. I wouldn't say boastful, but like, what's the word? Now you could probably put like, since she likes the attention, so like she's an attention seeker.
Okay, so she's self-concerned and an attention seeker. I see your message, Lydia. We're reading the excerpt from The Secret Garden. It's the Tuesday independent practice, Jason. Lydia, I'll get to you in a second. So he's an attention seeker. Now let's read the second paragraph of this. Lydia, I said it would be, but you don't have it with you. So I'm going to choose another reader. Mr. Guzman, read me the second paragraph of this, please.
Yes, sir.
Weird.
She knew that she was not going to stay at the Oh, can you move your pen? Oh. Thank you. She knew that she was not going to stay at the English clergyman's house where she was taken at first. She did not want to stay. The English clergyman was poor and had 5 children, nearly all the same age, and they wore shabby clothes and were always quarreling and snatching toys from each other. Mary hated their untidy bungalow. And
bungalow? Bungalow is a house, buddy. Type of house.
So disagreeable to them. After the first day or two, nobody would play with her. By the second day, they had given her a nickname, which made her furious. Oh, do I continue?
Until there's an idea.
Okay.
I mean, I would say there could be a problem here. What could the problem be, Miss Harris? What do you think? What could the problem be from our character Mary's perspective?
She got picked on.
Yeah. Again, look at the text, Kiara. What does she not like?
I just know that she got picked on. That's it.
Okay, she got picked on because she's an orphan. Her parents died and she's not able to be there. She doesn't like the place that she lives. Okay? So that's what we're going to keep in mind. So with all of these, we get both the direct descriptions of the author saying this is who this character is, as well as getting the description of sort of how it develops and how the problem develops from there. So let's have another reader for this. Let's do Jason Dixon. Can you read paragraph number 3 for me, please, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The PDF just closed. Hold on.
No,
No, because I went to see what.
Jason, no. Oh, no.
Where is it? I just opened.
Ira, why don't you read this one and then Jason will read the next one. Angela, do you have your hand up? Do you want to read or is that just hand up?
Nope. I do not want to read.
All right, Angela, that's fair, but it's very good to see you. Your hair is looking very curly today, like super curly. Manuela, take that blanket down. Prince, is that your hand? What's going on?
Bro, it won't open.
So basically, what's the problem?
The problem is that she doesn't like the place that she lives.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, Prince Oban. So, Hyro.
Okay, I'm there.
Why don't you read for us, dear?
It was Basil who
Basil?
thought of it. Basil. Oh. It was Basil who thought of it first. Basil was a little boy with. Can you move your pen? Basil was a little boy with impudent blue eyes and a turn-up nose, and Mary hated him. She was playing by herself under a tree, just as she had been playing the day what is that? Cholera?
Cholera. It's a disease. Cholera is a bad disease.
Okay. Cholera broke out. She was making heaps of earth and paths for a garden, and Basil came and stood near to watch her. Presently, he got rather interested and suddenly made a suggestion. Why don't you put a heap of stones there and pretend it is a rockery?
A rookery, a place for birds.
Oh, and pretend it is a rookery, he said, there in the middle, and he leaned over her to point. Go away, cried Mary. I don't want boys. Go away. Is that enough?
Well, do you have an idea? Have you learned something about the character, the message that the author is trying to bring to you?
Mary doesn't like Basil, whatever his name is.
Okay. So again, how does this relate to what we had before that Mary is sort of self-concerned and self-possessed and self-obsessed? How does this relate, Hi?
She doesn't like anybody except for herself, I guess.
Yeah, that could be one part of it. So we could say that Mary is pretty rude to Basil. So that's another problem of Mary rude to Basil. And then the solution is that Basil makes fun of her more. So Basil is kind of a jerk. We could say that a character Basil is not nice. So let's have the next reader here. Let's have it be Manuela. She's so excited to be here. She just loves the experience. Kiara, don't disagree with how excited Manuela is to be here and how much she loves the experience. She misses me.
For a moment, Basil looked angry, and then he began to tease. He was always teasing his sisters. He danced round and round her and made faces and sang and laughed. Mistress Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver
Silver.
bells and cockle shells and marigolds all in a row. He sang it until the other children heard and laughed too. And the crosser Mary got, the more they sang. Mistress Mary, quite contrary. And after that, as long as she stayed with them, they called her Mistress Mary, quite contrary, when they spoke of her to each other, and often when they spoke to her. Am I done?
You can be. What have you learned about the character? Ina,
Basil.
pay attention. You might learn something. We tried to get you to learn something for a number of years at classical, so this might be the time we're successful.
Basil. I don't know.
Okay, we have Kaylin, what do you think, dear? Hold on. It's not unmuting.
Oh. Oh.
Kaylin, what do you think? Yeah, but the tech isn't working here.
What do you need unmuted?
Yeah, she's not unmuting. I don't know what it is on that end. Jalissa, what do you think about this Basil person? Jalissa, what do you think? What have we learned about him and the problem that's developing here? Okay, Lewis.
We figured out that that he's kind of like a bully.
Yeah, he's kind of a bully.
Because he keeps annoying his sister and calling names.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just gonna read this so that we're quick and we can and you have a lot of time to finish your homework. I am glad of it too, answered Mary. Where is home? She doesn't know where home is, said Basil. It's England.
Alright, the sound is going in and out. I don't think they can hear you.
Oh, wonderful.
Just make sure you're not covering the speaker. I think you're covering the speaker.
Am I covering the speaker?
It's fine now.
All right. You are going to be sent home, Basil said to her at the end of the week, and we're glad of it. I am glad of it too, answered Mary. Where is home? So how does Mary respond to bullying? How does she respond? What does she say? In response to Basil being a brat and being a bully, what does she do?
You talking to me?
Lydia, yeah.
I don't have the PFD. How am I supposed to see this?
The PDF? What does she do in response to bullying? Jason Dixon.
Alright, so is your mic okay? How she responds to bullying is that she goes along with it, like she doesn't let it affect her.
Yeah, she talks back a little bit of like, oh, I'm gonna leave. Well, that's great that I'm gonna leave. I'm excited about it. So we can say that she solves Basil's bullying by like Mary gives it right back to him. So what can we tell about her through that, Mr. Dixon?
um
What
she's
can we
able
tell
to think
about her personality?
she's able to think like on her toes. Like she's able to
Yeah, and she's a fighter.
yeah, totally. I knew
She's a
that.
fighter. So, she doesn't know where home is, said Basil with 7-year-old scorn. It's England, of course. Our grandmother lives there, and our sister Mabel was sent to her last year. You are not going to your grandmama. You have none. You are going to your uncle. His name is Mr. Archibald Craven. I don't know anything about him, snapped Mary. I know you don't, Basil answered. You don't know anything. Girls never do. I heard father and mother talking about him. There's a great big desolate old house in the country, and no one goes near him. He's so cross he won't let them, and they wouldn't come if you would let them. He's a hunchback, and he's horrid. I don't believe you, said Mary, and she turned her back and stuck her fingers in her ears because she would not listen anymore. But she thought over it a great deal afterwards, and when Mrs. Crawford told her that night that she was going to sail away to England in a few days and go to her uncle, Mr. Archibald Craven, who lived in Thistlethwaite Manor, she looked so stony and stubbornly uninterested they did not know what to think about her. They tried to be kind to her, but she only turned her face when Mrs. Crawford attempted to kiss her, and held her face stiffly when Mr. Crawford patted her shoulder. So, what have we learned since then? What have we learned since the last? Padma, what do you think? Quadro, you're taking the advice to not touch your face very loosely by having had your hand on your face this entire class. What do you think about this character and how she actually responds? Touching your face again. You're a monster right now.
I think the character responds in a negative way.
What's the character's name, Quadwo? Touching your face again.
Mary.
Okay, so how does she respond in a negative way? What do you mean? What does Mary do?
You're asking me still?
Yep.
And Mary. Wait, I'm so sorry. I got the connection.
No, it's not the connection because I can still see your hand slightly moving, so please stop. Yeah. Mary's angry that she is being sent to live with this scary old man. That she's being sent to live with this scary old man. Now, the last 3 paragraphs, I need a reader for it. Jalissa, could you read the last 3, please? Jalissa, are you alive? Could you read the last 3? You aren't alive. You look as if there's you've become some sort of blanket person. Is that a blanket person that you are? That's fair. All right. So, let's go. Jalissa, read the last 3 for me.
Okay. I'm blind. Okay, wait. She is such a beautiful. She is such a plain. Can you stop moving?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. She is such a plain child, Miss Crawford said. I have no idea what that word is. What is that word?
Pityingly.
Pityingly afterward, and her mother was such a pretty creature. She had a very pretty manner too, and Mary has the most unattractive ways I ever saw in a child. The children call her Mistress Mary, quite contrary, and though it's naughty of them, one can't help understanding it. Perhaps if her mother had carried her pretty face and her pretty manners oftener into the nursery, Mary might have learned some pretty ways too. It is very sad not that the poor beautiful thing is gone. To remember that many people have never knew
that she had a child at all. I believe she scarcely ever looked at her son, Miss Crawford, and when her what is that word? The third program.
Ava
Ava
or
was
mother.
of
Yeah.
was dead. There was no one to give a thought of the little thing. Think of the servants running away and leaving all her alone in the desert bungalow. Colonel McGrew said he nearly jumped out of his skin when he opened the door and found her standing by herself in the middle of the room.
Now we don't have just children talking. We have adults talking about her as well. So how does what the adults say differ from the childish bullying? What do you think, Naima?
Yes.
Naima, why do you think the author includes these adults' opinions on Mary, as well as the children's opinions?
What text are we on?
The excerpt from The Secret Garden. Not a great sign.
Can you get back to me?
Yes, I will. I certainly will. But Lewis, you had your hand raised briefly before you started listening to music. Could you take that headphone out, sir? So my question is this: what do the adults' opinions on Mary add to the text?
Say April 6th.
What do the adults' opinions on Mary add to the text? What do you think, Lou?
You asking me?
Yeah, I am asking you.
Oh, their opinion is that she is different from the children because the children think that she's like a bad person, and that's why they like bully her around, like mess around with her, and then the parents, they think that she's not a bad person.
The parents don't think necessarily that she's a bad person, but what do they think of her? Look back at the dialogue that's there, Lewis. What do they think of her?
What?
What do they think? What do the adults think of her?
What the adults think, you said?
Yeah. What do the adults think of Mary?
The adults. They think that she has pretty manners.
Do they think that she has pretty manners?
It says, and her pretty manners
So that's her mom. They said if her mom's pretty manners had transferred. Mary does not have pretty manners. So we see in this that Mary is not only kind of bullied by the children in her life, but also by the adults in her life. So part of what Mary develops is based on the fact that she hears all of this from all of these people, all of this negativity. So what is it that we can say about that the author is trying to teach us about here? What is the author trying to teach us about Mary and this negativity? What do you think that could be? Let's say Jason Dixon. What do you think the author could be trying to teach us about negativity and sort of the human response to it? Can't unmute you. Having a lot of trouble with the unmuting thing. Darn it.
Who do you need to unmute?
I was trying to unmute Jason Dixon, but it's not working right now. So what is the lesson that the author could give?
Hello.
Anjali, sit down, please.
He's there.
I'm here.
Great.
I got kicked out, that's why.
Okay. Dixo. So
Yes.
what could the author trying to be what could the author be teaching us here based on how this young person responds to negativity from both children and adults.
That when negativity comes our way, we should just ignore it and not let it affect us. Like we should.
Yeah. I mean, I think that with
like we should fight back against it.
Yeah, I don't know if Frances Hodgson Burnett, the author of The Secret Garden, is telling us we should fight back against it, but I think that what she is telling us is that certainly when people are really negative to us, we usually respond with negativity. So you could either have something on that end, or you could have something on the other end saying, in order to have productive relationships, you need to behave productively towards people. Either way, that's a good lesson to learn. So here's what I'm going to do. I am sending you the form that you're going to complete. It has the questions listed there. The big questions, I'm just sending it in chat right now. So please let me know if you do not get it. What I expect is that you complete this form. It is the main idea and the questions, and then just turn it in. That's expected by 8 a.m. tomorrow. Are there any questions on that of what needs to be done? If there are questions, please raise your hand. If not, you have the last 8 minutes to do this, okay? Before you start your lunch. What's up, Angelique?
What if you need to refer back to the passage and you don't have the passage? So like
I sent out the link for the passage.
Oh.
It is in our chat, so the link for the passage is there.
Okay.
How long have you
Thank you.
been gone? What time did you come in?
Yeah, Lydia, still having trouble with that?
Yes. Like I got the form, like the form for the questions and stuff, but I don't have the passage still.
You still don't have the passage?
Yeah. But can I just use this passage as here?
Yeah, if you have paper, yeah. Do you know how to screenshot it?
No.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, you can use this.
Try to do it by hand.
Also, if someone could just send it to Lydia, or send the link, or send the passage, that would be really helpful. Because it's for some reason just not working when I send it.
Just fill out.
Yeah, Angelique, what's up?
Put it to the paper so I can screenshot it actually. Yeah, that works.
Okay. And do you need the other one?
I think so.
Here's the other one, Angelique.
And thank you. Oops, wait.
Kevin, you don't need to put your name. It will send it back to me directly as yours.
Oops.
The passage is the Secret Garden passage that we just read, Lou. What's up? Okay. God. Hold on, it's not unmuting.
That's the garden passage?
Yeah, it's just the Secret Garden passage.
Okay.
Yep. You do have them. I just didn't have the chance to write them down, Jason. So you can just use the questions that are on the PDF, and then write down A, B, C, D. You can do a main idea job for this. That's what I expect on it. Just write it in like you don't have to write it in sentence form. You just have to write it, you just have to write it out. Hold on, Manuela, I'm coming to you. Why?
For when I went to go,
No. No.
Excuse me, ma'am.
No.
Excuse me, ma'am. Well, when I went to go see the questions, the second thing that you sent us, the last 3 questions didn't have questions.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6. I just didn't have time to copy those questions in.
Okay.
But you can mark A, B, C, or D
Okay.
on the form, okay? Emmanuel, that's what you're supposed to tell me. Emmanuel just texted me, Erda, what's the main idea? Emmanuel, that is what you're supposed to tell me in this. That's why I asked the question, what is the main idea? Yeah, we still have questions?
What?
Naima just said hi. That's too much for me. I'm going to check it because as soon as you turn it in, it will send to me, Mr. Obang. Yeah. Daniel. Since you're this late, you're not going to have homework for today. We'll just start off fresh tomorrow.
Okay.
Quadwo, since you had an oversized reaction to that, you'll do your homework and Daniel's homework too, okay?
I'm crying.
No, you'll actually just do your homework. So guys, the homework is just completing that Google Forms that I sent you. The expectation is that you send that to me by 8 a.m. tomorrow. If it is not sent to me by 8 a.m., you are incomplete, okay? Do we have any questions? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, Angelique, go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, well, can I get your number so I can like text you a picture?
Hmm?
Can I get your number so I can text you a picture?
I would rather you emailed me than texted me. I don't love giving out my number.
Can I call down? Mr. Erdo?
Yeah, Kay, what's up?
So, I'm kind of confused because, this class starts at 9. 9 what? 10, right? So we need to give you the homework at 8 o'clock. Huh? Why do I have to give you the homework at 8 o'clock if it starts at 10:10?
Because I have to have time to check it. That's why. That's the whole reason. Yeah, what's up? Eric, what's up, dude?
What's your email so I can send it to you?
Honestly, if you just complete the form, it will send it to me automatically.
How do
You don't need to email it to me. What?
How do I fill it out?
It allows individual responses on that.
Where?
Hold on. You should just be able to answer it directly. Are you not able to manipulate the form at all?
I mean, I can underline stuff, but like I don't know how to like circle the answers.
You can just highlight it and send it to me.
Okay.
Okay. If you write it on paper, please send it to my email. My email is murda@southbronxclassical.org.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Kiara?
We have to give you the homework by 8.
8 a.m. That's when it's due.
Why can't we give it to you before 8 a.m.?
You can give it to me before 8 a.m. is the last period at which it is due.
Wait, how was he able to hear me?
What?
Eric, calm down. Calm yourself, bud. Yeah. Kaylin, what's up?
Okay, thank you. So I cut this. So can it be at 9 o'clock because I wake up at 9 o'clock as soon as class starts. I don't know. Wake up at 8 o'clock.
Then you can just do it right now. Just do it right now and turn it in, bud. 8 o'clock is the time. I'm sorry it affects your sleep schedule. Goodbye. Anyone else? Naima, what's up? Naima, I see a lot.
What if you're having technical
difficulties?
difficulties? Yeah.
What?
What if you're having technical difficulties?
Do they involve the child with you? Is that
No.
one of the technical difficulties?
No.
That's fair. If you're having technical difficulties, just reach out to me directly on them. Okay?
And I have a question for Miss Issa.
Yes, ma'am.
What time does the homework need to be submitted?
I'm gonna norm it, but so your lunch is what, from 10:50 to 11:50? Let's say by today, as long as it's by before class for today. I'll mute you and then yell on your screen.
Mr. Erda,
Yes, Manuela.
there is no paragraph 19, sir.
Oh wow, she's actually doing her homework.
Right? Right?
Are you eating a pencil? Gonna give me a heart attack.
Hey, 17, sorry. It's supposed to say 17. I apologize.
Okay.
Yes, Olivia.
Miss EJ?
Yes.
Miss EJ,
Yes.
thank you last time for the history homework because for some reason it didn't work.
Okay. So I'm about to text in the chat. Senior history homework at Bell Johnson.
I said.
What's up, Guado?
Can we leave now or like we have to stay?
Yeah, leave.
He said we have to stay.
Manuela, you can leave.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Tell me your homework.
I did.
Jason, don't.
Oh. Hey,
Angelique, what's up?
play a game.
Ooh. Yes, my Kiara.
Oh, why am I so unmuted?
Huh?
I wrote my homework down.
Take a picture of it. Send it to me. So
I don't have a phone.
Okay, Kiara, then you'll show it to your board teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.